this question, we are expected to simplify this expression. Now, there are a few things that you have to remember here. The first important point is that if you have an expression like this, a over b to power negative m, we can get rid of this negative by switching the numerator and denominator. So this will be equal to b over a to power m. That is always true. And by the way, because everything is to power m, this is same as b to power m over a to power m. Again, that's a true statement. Another true statement is if you have a to power m to power n, by laws of indices, this is equal to a to power m multiplied by n. Okay? And then another thing that you have to remember, which could be important, is that if you have a to power a quarter, that is same as the fourth root of a. Okay? So these are called laws of indices, and I'm going to apply them in solving this question. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is to get rid of the negative power by switching the numerator and denominator. So this is same as y to power 8 over 256 x to power 20, all this to power a quarter. And then we apply, so everything is to power a quarter, so we apply that. So this is same as y to power 8 to power a quarter over 256 to power a quarter multiplied by x to power 20 to power a quarter. So, and this is the same as y to power 8 multiplied by a quarter over, here you can say, you can just find the fourth root of 256, and here you have x to power 20 multiplied by a quarter. Now, a quarter of 8 is just 2, so that's y squared, over fourth root of 256 is 4, so that will just be 4. You can actually just plug in the calculator, and then a quarter of 20 is 5, and that will be your required solution. Next question. Here again, what you need to do is just to multiply this and that and that over this, multiply by this. That is basically how you subtract fractions. So basically, by applying this, we can be able to basically simplify this expression. So this will be equal to, we multiply this and this, so that will be 1 into 6x plus 10 minus 1 multiplied by 9x squared minus 25 over this multiplied by this, which will be 9x squared minus 25 multiplied by 6x plus 10. And then we just simplify the numerators, so that will be 6x plus 10 minus 9x squared plus 25 over 9x squared minus 25 and 6x plus 10. Now, at this point, we can simplify again the numerator, so that will be negative 9x squared plus 6x plus 35 over 9x squared minus 25 and 6x plus 10. Now, what I want to do at this stage is to factorize this numerator. In fact, before I factorize, let me factor out the negatives. So take out negative 1. So you'll have 9x squared minus 6x minus 35 over 9x squared minus 25 multiplied by 6x plus 10 plus 10. All right, so So, but for 9x squared minus 6x minus 35. So basically what I want is to factorize this expression. Now to factorize this by splitting the middle term, we need to find two numbers whose sum is -6, the middle one, and whose product is 9 multiplied by -35, which is -315. So we need to find two numbers whose sum is -6 and whose product is -315. To do that, you can just draw a factor tree, simple factor tree uh, for 315, and then 5 is a factor, definitely. 315 divided by 5 will be 63. 7 is a factor, 3 is a factor here, so 3 you have 21. And now I'm trying to figure out two numbers from the factors of 35. Obviously, you can see here that 15 is a factor of 35. So between 15 and, I know the difference between 15 and 21 is 6. So I just need to change the sign so that I can be able to get what I need. So in short, what we'll have here is if we change 21 here to -21 and +15, obviously these two numbers are to give -6, but because they are factors of 315, then their product has to be 315. So we use them to split the middle term, so we'll have 9x squared minus 6x um, minus 21x plus 15x um, minus 35. Okay, so and then you factorize the first two numbers and the last two numbers by finding the common factor. Here the common factor is 3x, so we'll end up with 3x into 3x minus 7. And then here the common factor will be 5 into 3x minus 7. And then because 3x minus 7 is a factor, you can take it out. So 3x minus 7, the remaining terms will be 3x plus 5. Okay, so that is when you factorize that. We can also factorize that. So, and for 9x squared minus 25, we shall have, so that will be equal to, because this is a difference of two squares, this will just be equal to 3x plus 5 and 3x minus 5. Okay, so we have this expression here, and we also have this expression here. So what you're going to do is to plug them in. So in place of this, we'll substitute there, and this will come over to this position. Anyway, so the resulting expression will be negative, and then we have 3x minus 7, 3x plus 5 over, and here we'll have 3x plus 5, 3x minus 5, but also remember we still have this one here that we haven't done anything, so I'm just going to write it. I'm just going to copy it down here, so 6x plus 10, this one here. Now you notice here that by factorizing those two are going to cancel, so the resulting expression here will be and for the numerator, we can't cancel anything anymore, so we can just expand the numerator. So that will be equal to negative 3x plus 7 over the denominator. We have 3x minus 5, and we have 6x plus 10. And that will be required solution.